On behalf of our Kamraj College of Engineering and Technology, I welcome our viewers. Today, we will discuss an interesting topic from the subject engineering graphics, projection of straight lines. Projection of straight lines. This topic looks a little simpler. It is a simple topic actually, but the viewers or the students, they feel very difficult when solving different type of questions. So we will today discuss about this topic, a standard procedure. So here we are going to see the projection of lines inclined to both HP and VP. So there are different cases. Line inclined to one plane, perpendicular to another plane, parallel to HP and VP. There are different cases, but today we are going to discuss topic on projection of line inclined to both HP and VP. How to project this problem is, we are going to solve it using rotating line method. So I will tell you all the steps involved in this rotating line method procedure. So we will look into the question now. So this is a question. So a very simple problem which we are going to discuss it today. As I told you already, this topic is very simple and interesting topic, but students get mostly confused in this topic, and they generally draw this again and again during their examinations, and most probably they feel it very difficult after attempting it during the exams, and they generally strike this question and they go for the other alternative choice. In that way, this topic projection of lines, which is very simple and straightforward, but it looks very difficult for the students, as they generally confuse the given data and they do not know how to go step by step. The step by step procedure must be clearly solved in this rotating line method. So that is what very important. So that we will clearly discuss today. So let us first look into the problem. So the problem, here we can see the line AB is 75 mm long. So the line AB is 75 mm long, that is the true length. 75 mm is the true length which is given in the problem. So true length, we can consider it, we can write the given data. True length is 75 mm. So true length is given to be 75 mm. So the given data we must be very clear, and the other thing what is given in the question we can look into. It is 30 degree inclined to HP and 40 degree inclined to VP. So there are two angles given in this problem. So the given data we can clearly first interpret it. So the angle 30 degree is inclined to HP, that is theta is equal to 30 degree, and angle pi is given to be 40 degree. So whenever the data is given relevant to HP, so those details we generally draw in the front view, and similarly the data relevant to vertical plane VP, we generally draw it in the top view. So viewers must clearly understand this concepts. Whatever the data relevant to HP must be drawn in the front view. The data related to vertical plane VP will always be drawn in the top view, as we follow first angle projection. Okay. So here the next data what is given here is one point is given. The point, the first point A is given to be 12 mm above HP and 10 mm in front of VP, and they are asking us to draw the projections. So 12 mm above HP and 10 mm in front of VP. So one point is the location of the first end point is clearly given in this problem. We need to draw the second end point using this rotating line method. So, we can see the step by step procedure is being provided over here. All the steps are shown over there, and we will start drawing with the help of a reference line. As usual, we generally start with the reference line, xy reference line. So, we generally draw this xy reference line, and with this reference we will the endpoints of the given straight line. Okay. So, here the first endpoint, as I told you already, as given in the problem, it is 12 mm above HP and 10 mm in front of VP. So, as per the topic where we have studied in projection of points, we can now locate the point A, or let us consider the first point be A, and this point can be located as given in the problem 12 mm above HP and 10 mm in front of VP. So, we can draw that. So, here you can see A dash, which is 12 mm above HP. That is a thing which I already told you. Here the data relevant to HP will be drawn in the front view. So, the front view is here in this above xy line, that will indicate the front view, and below xy line we will have the top view in our first angle projection. So, here the first point A is 12 mm above HP, and that is the front view. So, it has been indicated with the dash symbol A dash. We generally represent the alphabets only in small letters while drawing in our engineering graphics. So, A dash is provided over there, and that is 12 mm above the xy line. And now we can see the next point, that is A, the small point A in the top view, which is 10 mm in front of VP. So, 12 mm is above HP, which is given over here. This point is 12 mm above HP, and here the top view A is 10 mm in front of VP. So, one end point is clearly provided in the given problem, and the first step in our rotating line method is to completely locate the first end point in the front view as well as in the top view. So, A dash and A we have located, and now we can move to the next step in this rotating line method with the given data, whatever the given data which is shown over here. The true length is given and the angle theta and pi are given. So, true inclinations, these angles are called as true inclinations. So, true length and true inclinations are given in this problem. So, this problem can be called as direct problem. Whenever the true inclination and true length are given, the step by step procedure in this rotating line method will be coming in the order. So, that is this problem. So, we will go to the next step, how to draw the projection of straight line with the help of the other given data, that is true length and true inclinations. So, the next step is we can draw a projection line. We can draw a projection line along the first end point in the top view as well as in the front view. So, that is a thing which we are doing now. So, we have drawn a projection line. Let this projection line be very thin. We can use a 2H pencil in order to draw these kind of projection lines, which has to be very, very thin. Okay. So, there are two projection lines which we have drawn along A dash and along A. Okay. So, next we can draw the inclined line as the angle is given, as the angle theta 30 degree is given. We can take an angle of 30 degree, and the true length is also given 75 mm. So, we can take with the help of our mini drafter, we can take 75 mm length, and we can take an angle of 30 degree, and we can draw this inclined line. This inclined line is 75 mm long, and it is 30 degree inclined. So, TL we can represent the letter TL in order to indicate the true length, and the angle theta as I told you, the angle theta is angle as given in the problem 30 degree to HP, which will be drawn in the front view. And this inclined line is A dash B1 dash, which is our true length. The length of this A dash B1 dash is 75 mm as given in the problem, and the angle is 30 degree, the true inclination which is given in the question. So, with the help of, I again repeat, with the help of the mini drafter, you can take 30 degree angle and 75 mm length with the main scale, and you can draw this A dash B1 dash. Okay. And now we can move to the next step. As we have completed the front view, now we can go for the top view. Here in the top view, similar to the procedure what we have done in the front view, here also we will be doing the similar step, as the data is similar. Here also the angle is given, true inclination is given in the top view. As in the front view, here also the true inclination pi angle 40 degree is given with along with the true length 75 mm. So, here also we can take we can use our mini drafter and we can draw another inclined line for an angle of 40 degree as given in the problem. Pi angle is 40 degree. So, we can take an inclination for our mini drafter 40 degree and the length of the scale to be 75 mm, and we can draw the inclined line and mark it as true length in the top view. Here this AB1, here this AB1, or in some places we consider this as AB2. Okay, B1 dash we have already located over there in the front view. So, in some places, in some books we generally write it as AB2. So, here we can take this as AB2, as this will be the true length in the top view. So, again I repeat how to draw this AB1 is we are taking 75 mm length at an angle of pi equal to 40 degree. Angle pi given in the question 40 degree and the true length is given to be 75 mm. So, 75 mm in the scale and 40 degree with the angle, both we can set in our mini drafter, and we can easily complete this inclined line AB1 as shown over here. And now again we can draw a projection line along the drawn B1 dash in the front view and along the B1 which we have drawn in the top view, and this projection line will be the locus. This projection line will indicate the locus of the second end point B dash and B. Okay. Here we can see this projection line will mark the locus of the second end point in the front view B dash. Here this projection line will indicate the locus of the second end point B in the top view. So, we can move to the next step. How do we complete this projection of straight lines by using this rotating line method? So, what we do, we generally draw another vertical projection line. From the point B1, we draw a vertical projection line until it reaches another projection line which we have already drawn through A dash. Again kindly listen, we are drawing a projection line, vertical projection line. Whenever I say the projection line, all the projection line must be drawn very lightly. Okay, using a 2H pencil, you need to draw them very softly. Okay. So, here the vertical projection line is drawn through the point B1 and it is being drawn until the projection line which has been drawn through A dash. Okay. And now we can take A dash as center. Okay. We can take A dash as center, and this point, let us consider this point as B2 and this point as radius. A dash B2 as radius, we can draw an arc as shown over here. A dash B2 as a radius, you can draw an arc in order to cut the locus of the point B in the front view as shown over here. with the A dash as center, this as radius, A dash B2 dash as radius, you can draw an arc with the help of a compass with the A dash as center and this distance A dash B2 dash as radius, you can draw an arc, and here the arc will cut the locus of the point B dash in the front view, and we will get the point B dash. So, that point is B dash, and now we can join both the points A dash and B dash. So, you can see that will be drawn darkly, because that is the main actual projection of our problem. So, actual projection must be drawn thickly. So, that violet color line A dash B dash must be drawn with HP pencil. Okay. And now this A dash B dash is the actual projection line which we have drawn in our front view. Now, it has to be drawn in the top view. So, for drawing in the top view, what we can do? So, we can easily project it. So, this is front view, as I told you, A dash B dash is nothing but the front view length. Okay. And now the front view has been clearly completed, and FV, you can mark FV over there in order to indicate the front view of the given problem. And now we can draw another projection line from B dash. We can draw a vertical projection line until it reaches the locus of B in the top view. Okay. We can draw a projection line using 2H pencil from B dash until it reaches the locus of B in the top view. So, that point can be called as B, that is the second endpoint B in the top view. And now we can join AB, again another violet color, thick violet color line we can you can see there, because that is the actual projection in the top view. So, here also we have to use the HP pencil to join A and B in the top view, because this AB is the top view. See, here they have indicated it as TV. TV is nothing but top view. So, top view AB. AB will indicate the top view length, and this has to be drawn thickly using HP pencil as shown here in violet color. Okay. So, this is a procedure which we use in rotating line method. So, in any problem, these are the steps which we are going to follow in rotating line method. But in some other problems, the data may be changing. They might give some top view length or front view length, and they may ask you the true inclination or true length. So, whenever the data is given in reverse order, here the steps in this procedure will also be reversed. The second step must be done in the fourth step, and the fourth step might come into the second place. So, the steps in this rotating line method may be reversed for each and every different problem as per the given data, but the procedure for solving the projection of straight line remains the same. It is actually a very simple procedure, and we can simply understand. Thank you.